What is up, fellow benchwarmers? Welcome to your daily fantasy quickie. What's up, guys? Welcome to another quickie. And my name is JJT. We are the fantasy benchwarmers. Today, the NBA has officially returned to started the season, and we had two games today. Not really a very exciting schedule today. But we'll talk a bit about the two games that we've seen or we've watched. Komish Eric, how are you?
Yes, fine, fine. Good. Not a great set of games, as you said. Blowout as we expected yesterday. We talked about that, but overall, it's okay. It's just a precursor of the madness tomorrow.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think tomorrow would be crazier. But let's talk about the first two games. Let's talk about Philadelphia and Boston first. Um, feel good players for those. I am pretty sure I don't think anyone really disappointed other than maybe one player, which is Al Horford. He's the only guy that probably quote unquote disappointed his managers. But the first rounders, James Harden was good. Joel Embiid was good. Jason Tatum was good. Jalen Brown even was good. I know not everyone's high on Jalen Brown, but he brought the preseason performances that he had into the regular season. And overall, the Boston Celtics were good.
Yeah, yeah. But it was close in the first half, and then in the second half they just pulled away. And as you said, James Harden, for me, the biggest takeaway here was really James Harden, because the rankings of Harden was all over the place in different sites. Some have him as third, fourth, some have as low as ninth, 10th, some even 11th. I've seen 11th in some sites also. So overall, all over the place. But you could see today he's in shape. He
Yeah.
looked good. He was looking for his offense. He wasn't, just passing the ball passive like last year. So the whole training camp, helped him. So Harden looks good. Harden looks good, which
Harden
I'm
looks
happy
good.
about. Yeah.
But I am on the I know he's gonna be good. I know he's gonna be really good this season, at least better than what he was previously. But as a devil's advocate, we usually say that the first few weeks or first week of game day, some of the stats here are pretty much bloated a bit because teams haven't adjusted to gameplay of certain teams. So this Harden, I don't think we'll get this good of a Harden every game because there'll be probably some games where Embiid plays well. But overall, I think as a first rounder, he's worthy of that first round
Yeah,
choice
yeah.
or wherever you pick him there in the first round. I know we've seen Josh Lloyd pick him at pick 17. That's way too low. Yeah, in the 30 deep league that they have, I think that was the lowest I've seen James Harden get picked.
17. I didn't know about
17.
that, but I know Josh is high on Harden.
Yeah.
Maybe he was surprised that he fell that low. Anywhere in the first round is fine for me for Harden, except maybe the top two or three. I still have the top three as Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis. That's still my top three. But after that, yeah, Harden is as good as he can be. To your point, I don't think he's gonna be this good every game. I think at his age right now, he's gonna pace. This is a big game, Boston, first game of the season. National televised game. He came to play, but Harden, he's not gonna come to play every single game when they're playing those Utahs, those to San Antonio, those worst teams. He's probably gonna defer to the others. Tyrese is gonna try to get them more of their shots. So this is not gonna be like this all the time. If this was like this all the time, I would pick him number two. So
And he
I think
shot the ball well. He shot the ball well
shot
to
the ball
start the
well,
game. I think that
and the
was
free throws.
the
Yeah,
free throws were he had I think eight free throws. He made
nine, I
all of
think.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
eight or nine. But you can expect those free throws from James Harden. He'll probably make a lot of those. But the field goal was pretty good today, and I think that really started him off to having a great game. Now let's talk about some lower end guys. I know from let's talk about Philly. Melton was a disappointment. Um,
Yes.
is he a drop at
Melton,
this point?
Ford. No, as I said, I told someone that I would see a lot of Melton soon in the FA pool. But If you picked him in the top 100, his ranking was 92nd at some point at one time. You will be irritated and frustrated after a game like this. And seeing the trend, I can see that he won't get 25, 28 minutes. He probably gets 20. And the way the rotation shaped up, the first five got 34, 35 minutes each.
Yeah.
So maybe this is a big game for Doc. He wanted to win. He wanted to, send a statement.
It was a big game.
The rotations were tighter, were playoff like. So maybe I expect Melton to get more in the next few games, not just 20 minutes. Maybe get some time to be the point guard, because what happened was Harden was the one really, or Maxi was the one really there with him all the time. So he was just standing on the corner, so he wasn't aggressive. I do expect him to improve more, so don't drop him. But if you expect
don't drop him, but
don't drop him.
I don't want to be I know Kamish has been optimistic about Melton or leveling. I'm a little bit. I'll try to get on the other side. This is the type of game Melton has every year, except for maybe last year. Last year he was really good at the start because he started. They didn't have Dylan Brooks, right? I think there was a point in Memphis where he started most of the games. But as a bench player, as a sixth man, he's always been up and down. And today he's down. He'll probably be up some games, but I think right now in Philly he might play a bigger role. So yeah, I still think he's a hold. I don't think you should be dropping just one game. If you drop him now, that's an overreaction already.
It really depends on where you picked him.
Yeah,
the way the matter.
That's another thing. Yeah,
frustration. If you picked him in the top 100, you're gonna be disappointed for the season. The way I see it, I got him mostly at the 120s, 120, even after 120. So I'm fine, because at that point, as you said, there will be good games, there will be bad games. If you average them out, he probably will be at 110, 115. So I'm just right there. But if he suddenly gets more minutes and gets to the top 100, I'll be happy. So really, where you got him, I think.
And Maxi was okay. He wasn't good.
No.
If you pick him top 50, you'll probably be
disappointed a little.
Disappointed. If you pick him maybe at the 70s, that's going to be okay. I think he'll be better. Tobias was a surprise as well. He was efficiently good again. Because
Tobias was Tobias. I think that's what you can expect from Tobias. That's it. That's why he was 80s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah, I mean, if you pick him at the 90s, which I see some in some drafts where he gets through that, I think that solid value. You'd probably be happier with him, what he did today compared to what Maxi did today. But they pretty much did the same thing, right? But you pick Maxi higher, so there's a premium in that. In Boston, it's Al Horford who didn't play well. I think even Brogdon played well. Oh, two guys, Al Horford and Derek White. Brogdon played well. Not so bad already. Although it was just more scoring. Grant Williams played well. Now maybe Horford, definitely not a drop. He was against Embiid, so you have to consider that. I mean, being the second or the first best, the top center, one of the two best centers in the league.
And foul trouble. He got into foul trouble. He got 3 fouls right away in the first quarter or first half. So he didn't get to play the rest of the way. And then he got his 4th foul in the 3rd quarter. So his rhythm was lost because, as you said, it was Embiid. So no overreactions here. And update on Robert Williams. He had the PRP injection yesterday. So that's not good news, because that means the knee is still bothering him, that he has to get an injection there. So they're saying maybe the timeline for Williams might be at the later part, so might be January or something. So Al Horford, this game aside, will still be okay.
And the next one is Grant Williams, perfect from the field. I mean, empty stats because it's more scoring, but I think what he helps in would be the perfect field goal and the perfect free throws. At least there's that
quality day, as we talked about in our episode about schedule. And if you picked him up as a streamer, Grant Williams, which is possible in 12-team leagues, you got 5 out of 5 3-pointers, 15 points, nothing else, but still a good start for you, right? I mean,
for sure.
Those things will matter at Judgment Day, during Judgment Day, when it's close, at least you're still in the fight for 3
if you pick him up today, do you drop him already? to
If
stream?
if you only have 3 moves a week, maybe not yet, because of course there's still, they still have games left. So, and he's played well today, as we said. So I'm maybe not. But if you have a lot of moves left, I could stream someone for the next quality day, which is the
Mhm.
Clipper players, maybe a Philly player. I don't know, somebody there. Yeah, I could do that.
And Derek White, a drop.
12 teams, yes. I mean, he can be dropped in 12 teams, but in deeper league like 14 team, he started. So there's something to that. As I said, overreaction in one game is not usually good. He's still a starter. A starter is a starter, and he'll get his chance. Brogdon is not gonna be healthy for 82 games. That's not gonna happen. He played well today, but as I said, they will alternate good and bad games with Derek White, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that Brogdon is gonna miss some games for sure. For sure, he's gonna miss some games.
Yeah. All right. Now let's move on to the second game quickly. The Warriors and the Lakers. Nothing surprising, I guess, other than maybe Westbrook playing a great game.
Yeah,
Everyone
solid.
did their role. Pat Bev had a good, not a good game, but at least he had 6 stocks, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. So that's solid contribution in the stocks department. Now Damian Jones did not play, which is one of our players that we felt that could have some playing time since Thomas Bryant was out. But
I think
yeah,
I think Jones and Bryant are drops. No, they're definitely gonna be drops already.
yeah. So and then from the Golden State side, there's really no surprises. Clay played 18 minutes. I think that's the biggest deal here, with Clay playing just very limited minutes, and I think Steve Kerr has already said that he'll be playing 18 to 20 minutes in the first few weeks. I think just to get. I mean, this is already a good news for Clay, because initially we thought that we won't be playing pretty much the start of the season.
I think I said Poole, I think, would be better than Clay in fantasy from now on. I think. And Clay, yeah, that will be what you will get. Probably a couple of threes and points. Empty stats also. I don't think the steals will be there regularly. So just basically points and threes for Clay. I hope you didn't pick him too high though. He's probably gonna be near 100 in the ranks. Clay Thompson.
Yeah, well, some managers pick him around the 70s and
Because people saw what he did in the playoffs. People saw this and that, but I think he forced himself a little bit then, because they were fighting for it. Right now, it's at this point in Clay's career, it's really just championship or bust. So it's more of managing himself to get through a season and then going full blast in the playoffs. So that's not a recipe for fantasy success. So I have no Clay stocks at all.
Yeah, I too stayed away from him. Um, Today was an okay day. Tomorrow would be a lot of games, 12 games tomorrow, and just a reminder, I guess this is going to be a short quickie, because there's really not much to talk about. Not many players. Is there any players that you think could be added? Because I don't see much really, other than maybe streaming Grant Williams or holding it onto him. But the rest of
After
the
today, from the teams that played today,
Yeah.
I think maybe Kendrick Nunn if he's available. I have Nunn in a lot of leagues as a streamer, but I am not dropping him. Seeing how the things in LA is, it's just one takeaway is that outside of LeBron and AD, this team is. I can't curse, but this team is doomed, and you can see it in the body language. You can see everything. It's just not a good team. And Westbrook, by the way, if you got him, yeah, be happy. But this is not good. Also, if they keep on losing, if he gets traded, he might go all the way to zero, and you have to drop him, because there's no way he's gonna get minutes on other teams. So none. For me, to answer your questions, maybe just none. Kendrick Nunn. James Wiseman for 16-team league, possibly. I see him getting 15, 20 minutes. He looks good. He looks like he's ready to contribute like Sengun stats last year, like
And they
8
might scale
points.
down on the Draymond minutes
Yes,
this
yes,
year.
yes. That's it. That's it, really. I don't have anybody else that I see that's worth adding from today.
Just to clarify, they'll scale down on him just to preserve him for the playoffs, not really to trade him. I don't think he gets traded this year. I doubt he is. He's a very
No.
integral part of the Golden State
Well,
Warriors.
nah, I think that's possible still that he gets traded if they struggle and they need a jolt. If they're like cruising, like, let's just win this championship, then that won't happen. But there's still a 10% chance maybe they're 20-20 and somewhere in the season their record is 22-20, 25-20. They're just in the middle of the pack and they're saying, okay, we need something to change things up. Maybe like the punch change the aura, the vibe of the locker room, whatever. There's still that little chance. But
Yeah.
Dre's over. Fantasy, I don't have any Dre as well. Sorry, I'm not interested in Dre at all. Ben Simmons over at this point.
All right, so that's it for a quickie for today's short quickie. We'll talk more. We can't really talk much about tomorrow's games because we haven't really seen the rotations yet. We'll have more discussions tomorrow because it's a 12-game slate. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an exciting. Just a reminder, whatever you see tomorrow, we'll probably post some notes from tomorrow's games. But whatever you see tomorrow, don't panic. Don't just drop players just to, for the sake of you think one player could be better. The sample size is just too small, especially certain guys like, Al Horford, some of the guys you picked in the top 100. They're not, it's worth giving them some chance to prove themselves. So tomorrow would be, I'm sure would be crazy, and we'll see what the rotations would look like. There will be some players who's going to be out, like Keegan Murray, I think, is out. Zach LaVine is kind of, I am not sure if it's doubtful or questionable, but he has some knee issues at this for now. That those are a concern, but we'll probably wait until tomorrow to see what happens if he plays or not. So, but overall, I think we're just glad that the NBA is back. All right. Anything else, Komish?
No.
All right. That's it for our first episode of Daily Fantasy on a game day. That's yesterday. We had the first episode about week 1 schedule. You can check that out since it's not yet. We're still at the start of week 1. Check out that video, and if you like our content, just subscribe. Follow us on Spotify and on Facebook as well, Fantasy Benchmarks. All right, that's it, guys. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.